So now that we've got the cross corner, the next one is the side. This is the middle tier. What we're trying to do is get the corresponding pieces to go in their correct side. So what you do is you look for the piece that has the colors that correspond to the center pieces on that side. So in this case I've got blue and I got blue and orange. So I'm looking for the blue and orange middle piece, and here it is right here. So I got the blue and the orange. Now the next thing I need to do is rotate the bottom so that one of these is aligned with the center piece. In this case the orange is not correct, but the blue is. So now I've got the blue and the orange and the blue lined up. So now I have to ask, which way does this need to go? Does it need to go to the left or to the right? In this case it needs to go to the left because the orange is over here. Now the sequence for the left is this. Do bottom counterclockwise, left towards, bottom clockwise, left away. Bottom clockwise, front counterclockwise, bottom counterclockwise, front clockwise. And by doing all of that, I've put the piece in that sequence. It's an 8-step sequence. You're looking for to align the piece with its center, the corresponding center, and it can be either one or the other. And then, depending on which direction it needs to go, you run the sequence. So again, solving for the middle, I'm looking for in this case I'm looking for the orange blue. In this time, so I align it so that one of the center pieces is aligned to the corresponding color on the side piece. This time it needs to go to the right instead of to the left. So the mnemonic for moving to the right is bottom clockwise, right towards, bottom counter, right away. Bottom counter, front clockwise, bottom clockwise, front counter. So it puts the yellow back on top, and it puts the side piece in the right position. So here I'm solving for the middle tier. In this case, I'm solving for red and blue. I found the red and blue and I've aligned it with its corresponding center piece. And in this case it needs to go to the right. So the sequence to go to the right is bottom clockwise, right towards, bottom counterclockwise, right away, bottom counterclockwise, front clockwise, bottom clockwise, front counterclockwise. So it's an 8-step move. I get the center piece, the middle piece into the correct position. You will run into a situation where a side piece that you would like to solve for is already in a side position. And so this happens sometimes. And essentially what you can do is you can either choose to solve for that side piece, or you can put any other piece in that place, which is going to have to knock it out of that position. So here's one. I'm going to solve for blue-yellow. Right? Blue-yellow, blue's on the bottom. I'm not solving for that in any case whatsoever. But what that'll do is it'll knock the red-white out of that position, and it'll put it on the bottom tier so I can move it into position to be solved. So in this case, I'm gonna put the blue-yellow into that position, and in this case, it has to move to the left, and so the move for the left is bottom counter, left towards, bottom clockwise, left away, bottom clockwise, front counter, bottom counter, front clockwise. And so I haven't solved for the red-white, but what I've effectively done is knocked the red-white out from its position, and so now it's on the bottom, and now I can solve for the red white. So very quickly, solving for the other two, here I have orange, blue, orange, blue. Which way does it need to go? It needs to go to the right, so the sequence for going to the right, bottom clockwise, right towards, bottom counter, right away. Bottom counter, front clockwise, bottom clockwise, front counter. 8-step moves, getting that piece in the right position. And finally, I've got orange and green, orange, green, orange, green. It needs to go to the left, so I do bottom counter, left towards, bottom clockwise, left away. Bottom clockwise, front counter, bottom counter, front clockwise. 8-step move, moves the position into the proper space. So with that, I have solved the middle tier. Then it's cross, corners, side, flip, and at this point I'm going to solve for the first cross.